Hello and welcome to our fourth video for MTG808Junior. My name is Sean Pottinger, and I'll be filling you in on how this project is unfolding. So I just got back from a little bit of traveling. I was in California, got to play a little bit of Magic, played in some PPTQs, visited some family, got to go to the National Science Teachers Association conference. So I haven't been able to make any content for a little bit, but I got back and Travis Wu just posted the interview that I did with him a few weeks back, so I've gotten some activity on the channel just in the last day that I've gotten back. So that's what I'll be talking about today, just some of the revelations that I've come to getting to talk to more people as I'm getting a little more exposure. So shout out to Matt, who's from Vallejo, California, which is in the Bay Area. He said it's like east of San Francisco, and he's got a really strong sounding Magic club, gaming/Magic club going at his school. He works at a small charter school. I believe it's called MIT Academy. And I just got to chat with him earlier this morning about what he does, and he had a lot of questions about wanting to grow the club. So I figure the questions he asked might be similar questions that other people have. So he was really like, it sounds like he has a really strong club. He's got about 30 kids, some that are more interested than others, some that are more dedicated than others. And he's been running like tournaments within the club, so he's got a really good base. I love the way that he's structured it. His question was just how would I recommend reaching out to other, to try to grow the club beyond just his school. So the two big suggestions that I gave him were, what I did to gain interest in the beginning of trying to get this all started was I organized a field trip. In Hawaii, the Pro Tour comes here pretty much every other year. So when the Pro Tour came last October, I put together a field trip for the different groups and schools that I knew might be interested, the teachers that I knew might be interested, and just organized a field trip. I contacted Wizards. They were more than willing to host us. They gave us a tour. We got to talk with some members of R&D who were at the Pro Tour. We got to look backstage at the broadcast setup that they have for the coverage, and it was just really cool. They decked the kids out with some swag. So big shout out to Wizards for doing that. But if you are looking to If you have a Magic club already and you're looking to expand to other schools and to get in touch with other schools, a field trip is a great way to do it, right? So if you plan the field trip, if you have a GP coming up or some big Magic tournament, contact the organizer and just be like, hey, if I bring a bunch of kids on this day to kind of show them what the Magic community is like, get them excited about it, what do you think I would be able to do? Yeah, when I had them at the Pro Tour, the kids got to talk to Travis Wu. He was he donated some of his time and explained to them what it was like being a content creator in the community and a pro player, aspiring pro player. So, just showcasing the community in that way, that's a perfect opportunity to approach schools and be like, I'm planning this field trip. If you have any teachers or students that might be interested, let me know. You can contact schools or you can contact after-school programs, right? Oftentimes, after-school programs will have teachers that might have heard of Magic or that are inclined towards nerdy culture, and they'll see an opportunity like that and they're just like, yeah, I'm going to take my kids to this field trip. It sounds super cool. So that's one way to get your foot in the door. Waiting for a big tournament to come to your area. Matt said that they usually get a GP in January in their area, so that would be, waiting 9 months isn't feasible. He wants to get started sooner than that. So the other suggestion that I had for Matt was to organize learn to play days, right? If he knows other teachers, again, just like getting on the phone, contacting organizers of after school programs, and just telling them, hey, I've got a bunch of kids that are really passionate about this game. I'm doing a project with them where they have to give a presentation to teach somebody else how to play. Can they speak to some of your kids who might be interested in it? That would be a perfect way to kind of reach out and see if there's interest at a school to get a Magic club going. And it's an authentic project for the kids to do, right? The getting the kids ready to teach somebody else how to play, right? They have to understand the game well enough to teach somebody else how to play. So for tips on how to teach somebody how to play, check out the second video that I made. It's a little long, but it's got a good start to it. Just some things to be mindful of in terms of teaching kids how to play. But yeah, like if you bring a bunch of these decks with you, you can teach kids how to play. If you know that there's going to be kids at that school that already know how to play, you can bring like a bunch of commons. Just Kaladesh and Aether Revolt, I've found, like, just bringing 2 sets, that's really good for just brewing, right? Like, oh, hey, you know about the game, what do you like to do in the game? Okay, let's try to build a deck, right? Having kids who are very versed in the game helping out other kids is a really good way to grow interest. So it's an awesome project for the kids that know how to play. It's a great opportunity to grow the community for schools that might be interested in it. So that was kind of the 2 big pieces of advice I gave to Matt. He also gave me a bunch of really cool ideas for other things, but I'll go into them in a little more detail in some other videos. I'm trying out a new format where I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter and more focused on just one topic than going across topics. So let me know what you think about that format. And thanks for checking out my videos. Until next time, peace and chicken grease.